And Sora also made several appearances at the Disneylands and Disney World and stuff places when Kingdom Hearts 1 was doing it. So
Found 92 gil in a bird nest.
but that's not evidence for them to own it. But they mentioned that my friend mentioned that they do own Sora, but because he's the main character, they want to have rights over the main character. But they don't own anybody else, like Riku or Kairi or Xemnas, Xehanort, Ansem,
Axel.
Axel, the Heartless, the Nobodies. They don't own any of those. Those are Square Enix owned. So the thing is, they were mentioning how if they did do another Kingdom Hearts or another game involving these characters. Now I'm not entirely sure if they own Sora, Disney. It's just a theory that was thrown around that they could be owning them. But if they don't own them, any of the characters that they use, anytime they want to make another sort of game that involves these characters, God.
That's the queen.
I know. Jeez, I thought Porky was ugly.
And that's her daughter. Somehow. And there's Steiner, the comedy relief.
I love him. Look at that chin. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So if they ever were to make another one, they would have to make their own. It wouldn't be under the Kingdom Hearts brand name or even the plot line of it. It would be something completely different. It would still use Sora and Riku and everybody, but they would have to use all original worlds.
Maybe that's why they said Kingdom Hearts 4 won't have Sora in it.
And they would have to use their own things. But the problem is that even if it uses like the Heartless or the Nobodies, or it uses Riku and Kairi and everybody, taking those characters away from the Kingdom Hearts brand just would make it feel weird for them to be in a different game, because then it's like
they could do like side titles though about like the Nobodies and what they did beforehand.
I'm just saying like it just would be weird because a lot of people would
Like Organization 13 is what I mean.
just not call it Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
But that's the problem. They can't do that without having Disney
Call it
stuff.
like the Organization Origins or something.
Well, see, the thing that it's hard to do that because Disney's so intertwined with the story.
Yeah.
In the past, like Mickey and Donald and Goofy and Yen Sid, they're all intertwined with it, with the past of the Kingdom Hearts series, that it's really hard. It would be really hard for them to make a story that excluding them because it would just leave plot holes open. Especially since Mickey was designed to be one of the main characters in the story mode, or in the story, so...
And Donald and Goofy are main characters.
Yeah, so it's just like... And specifically, Yen Sid was also one that trained Mickey, and I believe as well he trained, was it Eriquis, wasn't it?
Who?
Yen Sid trained Eriquis, I think it was?
Yeah, and Xehanort.
So yeah, it's like, it'd be really hard to do that. If they did a game, they'd have to retcon it and get rid of the Disney characters, which would just pretty much make the story even more confusing than it is right now. Even more so because they literally answered a lot of questions and then opened up tons more. So I think what they'll do, if they do continue on with that, is that they will push forward and not backwards. Because if they push forward with the story, like, you know how they were talking about how Xigbar was actually, what's his name? I forget the guy's name.
The apprentice?
Yeah, it starts with an L.
Wasn't it like Xylo or something like that?
No. He was the apprentice of the master. It started with an L. Luxor or something?
No.
I don't know. It started with an L or something like that, but he
I know his nobody name is Luxor, right?
no, it's Xigbar. That's the
Yes.
nobody. I just don't remember what his apprentice name was. And the thing is that with this, like, they could easily, you know, not include the Disney characters for if they wanted to make a story that continued this, because while the Disney characters are intertwined with the past of the story, the future can be set completely with original worlds.
Why does that do 0 damage?
I mean, it would make sense, especially.
Oh, Senna's about to die. Oh, killed him.
So I don't know. We'd have to wait and see. I mean, because like if you think about it, while the mobile game did have Disney worlds, most of the story was the original like main world that you were in. The Disney stuff was just there because of the branding names, basically. But yeah, I think it would either go one of like a few routes. The first one, they would renegotiate because they realized that the Kingdom Hearts brand name is what made these detaching these characters from this name would make it a bit odd for a lot of people, because there would be no way that they could like connect Kingdom Hearts story-wise to these games because of legal reasons. But the second one, I think the option obviously would be they would just have to make their own version and maybe redesign the characters to make them look different, so that way it's like, yeah, these are to make it like a spiritual successor to Kingdom Hearts. Like they could redesign Riku and Kairi, and since Sora's no longer there, change up the story or something. I don't know. I don't think they would do it that far.
Yeah, honestly, the only logical thing to do would just
renegotiate
be
a contract, which I think they would. They realize that the Disney brand kind of, as much as I hate Disney's involvement without their involvement, the game probably would be a lot better. Even if it didn't have their brand and their icons, they could easily team up with another video game company who'd probably be more lenient. Hell, if they teamed up with Warner Brothers, Warner Brothers is very lenient with their stuff when it comes to negotiating contracts compared to Disney anyway. They're not as protective, is because a lot of Warner Brothers content is not for kids.
What's X? I'm trying to memorize all these.
It's because it's not the PlayStation.
Yeah.
It took me a while too, because I was so used to the X button being on the bottom. Could you imagine that? They go to Warner Brothers, and instead of Mickey Mouse, it's frickin' Bugs Bunny as the main character.
Out of 100 nobles watching, 31 were impressed. Queen Brian was not.
Oh, you have to do it again. Why do you have to please her fat buns? She probably gets pleasure just from eating fricking a bunch of donuts.
Dang
Wait,
it, pressed
don't-
the wrong button.
Donuts wasn't a thing back then, was it?
I don't know.
I wonder what era these would take place in.
Press the wrong button again. Because I think X is the bottom one constantly.
Every time you see X, just remember top. Top. How many times have you messed up? Twice?
Yeah.
I think you're only allowed a certain number of times. You did it again. That's 3, 4, 5,
God
6,
dang it.
and 7. Oh, you're done
Which
now.
one's Y? I screwed up terribly. How
Watch,
many?
not impressed.
56.
Well, it went up.
You want to get 100 because I think you get a special
I can do it.
item. Alright.
I did
Because
it.
I'm not used to these stupid controls because this is a PlayStation game.
Well, imagine on the Xbox.
No, no thanks, no.
Alright, press. Oh, you have to do it really fast?
Yes. That's why I wasn't looking down at the controller. Hey, Grant. Anal anal sex.
I did screw it up. Dang it! Why did you?
Uh, I'll show you this in a while. And it's like.
Oh frick! I screwed it up now. You may. I'm thinking the bottom one again. Frick! Did it again. Dang it. I did so much better when when I first did it. I did really well. Oh, I think I did it. No.
You want to try again?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it one more time. I was screwing up so badly there. Dang it! Did it again.
Yeah.
Is it random?
Yes.
That explains it.
Usually it starts off with the XB sort of thing.
Yeah, and then it
Once gets in,
randomizes.
yeah. Once you start doing well, it starts to randomize.
Wow, I only screwed up once. Alright, I definitely got that. Are you kidding me? I screwed up once.
I think it's also about speed too.
That is annoying. Dang it, did it again. Because I'm trying to preemptively just figure out what button to press. And try and do it fast. I pressed up. Dang it! Ah, frick! I hit the wrong button. Now I'm screwing all. I screwed up once, and then everything.
Go after.
That was so stupid. I hate this. I did so much better when I first did it.
This is it, boys.
I got the highest though. I got 72. At least that. Let me guess, you hit one of the X buttons instead of the move. So yeah, see, that's because like you have to be super fast, and you preemptively choose one of them, and you're like, oh, well, maybe it's gonna be this. Like, nope, switch it up. And screw that up.
He's going way too fast. I can't keep up. No.
Yeah, it's over now, isn't it? You screwed up so much, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work. Do you have to impress her?
You get an item if you do. I don't remember what.
60. Ugh. You're really gonna keep doing it? Well, I'm guessing you have to be at like what, like 90 or something to impress her,
No, I'm 100.
and
I pressed the wrong buttons.
you can't do it over. You're just gonna give up. You should be able to retry. What's the lowest score you can get?
0.
No, I'm curious, like, what are you gonna get here? Because of messing up all over so much. Like, imagine someone being impressed by you by that much messing up. Be like, that was great. I love it. Reminds me of my marriage. Wow, 28 people actually were impressed by that. They must have really low standards.
Really? It started off with that? Come on, dude.
And screwed up already.
I pressed the button, but okay.
Just give up eventually. 'Cause this is just really ridiculous. Though I'm gonna be honest, do you think I would give up? Do you think I'd keep doing it?
I switched up the freaking being crap.
I wonder if you can switch the controls around. Because if you can't, some games allow you to edit the controls. Because if you can, you could probably switch it to the PlayStation ones. Then again,
Freaking pressed the wrong button again.
the X being in the top bottom. You always have a delay when it comes to the X button, don't you?
If I saw the PlayStation controls,
The PlayStation buttons, I would know which buttons to press. But since I'm seeing the freaking Wii U buttons or
The
whatever,
Wii,
this
the
stupid-
Nintendo ones.
I get confused because for some reason
Nintendo.
everyone decided to put the X button in a different place.
Yeah. Microsoft has it on the left side, or yeah, the left side. Nintendo has it on the top. Sony has it on the bottom.
Dang it!
And Sega had it on the right side. That's only twice. You should be fine. Nice Mexican music. God dang it, Bobby.
Let's see.
82. Jeez.
Once more.
And if I mess up this time, we're calling it. I don't care as much. It's starting to bother me. Did it? Screwed it up.
That's only once. You should be fine.
Screwed it.
Never mind. Back to 82, I'm guessing.
Screwed it.
And lower now. Justin! That is my controller. Hey! Oh, I'm gonna do this with your PS4 controller then. Next time. Are you just gonna give up now? After this? I'm just gonna end the episode here. Any last words you have to say, Justin?